Live to Islamabad now, and Ishtiaq Ahmad, Associate Professor of International Relations at Quaid-e-Azam University. Thank you for your time. Basically, when you look at this report, they're saying everyone dropped the ball on this one.
Well, as far as the Musharraf regime was concerned, it was already a suspect because the issue of security lapse, I remember, was the topmost concern expressed at that time, at the time of the assassination. And then within 24 hours, the way the culprit was identified and the cause of death was narrated actually shocked many people here. So Musharraf regime hushed up the investigation and actually prejudiced the investigation process by identifying the culprit and the cause of the incident within 24 hours. And obviously shifting the blame to Baitullah Masood, Al-Qaeda linked Taliban leader in Pakistan, was also overlooking the extensive planning, conception and execution of the assassination, which is repeatedly mentioned by the UN report.
It's a very big thing to say, though, isn't it, to talk of deliberate failure to investigate. I mean, it's a UN report, it's a UN investigation. Does it make former President Musharraf answerable in any way?
Absolutely, because repeatedly in the question-answer session, the head of the commission was asked yesterday whether there was, he can pinpoint the culprit, but this was not the mandate of the commission when it was constituted, unlike the Hariri Commission, which had a wider scope. So, but in the case of security lapse, when questions were asked, his opinion was that he cannot pinpoint as to who was actually responsible. But on the second count, which is the investigation taking 24 hours and telling us the culprit and the cause of the assassination, on that I think the commission report has crossed the limits a bit and pinpointed some kind of a deliberate attempt on the part of the Musharraf regime to basically sabotage the potential futuristic investigation process.
Well, I was just going to ask, future investigation processes, where does this leave us now? Does this give somewhere like a concrete launching pad, if you like, to actually move things forward? What are we, two and a bit years after this actually happened?
Obviously, you see, after the release of this report, the present government will be under tremendous pressure, because previous justification for it was that instead of the national investigation, in fact the United Nations is conducting an investigation which will be neutral. Now that investigation about the circumstances of the assassination 2 years ago of Benazir Bhutto is there for everybody to see, and it provides a lot many clues that the reasons which were advanced by the Musharraf regime eventually on the basis of circumstantial evidence do not seem to be so. So if that is the case, the current government has to proceed with what it's called is that behind the scenes it was also undertaking some investigation. Now this process has to speed up, and on the basis of new evidence, the circumstantial evidence provided by the UN report will have to be corroborated, and culprits have to be identified, the ones who conceived the idea of assassination, who planned it and who executed it. And I think coming months will be very crucial in identifying and letting us know as to which specific steps the present government takes, registering of the report with the concerned police station, having an eye upon key people who have been appointed or pinpointed in this report, so that they should not escape from the country, and anybody, including General Musharraf, who is outside the country, if there is a need to bring him back to the country for this special investigation. So these are the specific issues. We will see how the government proceeds in the coming months or a year or so.
Ishtiaq Ahmad, great talking to you live from Islamabad. Thank you.